If you've ever thought, how am I supposed to buy a home in Destin, Florida, when I live hundreds or even thousands of miles away? This video is for you. Whether you're in Texas, Georgia, Tennessee, or New York, I'm about to walk you through exactly how people buy homes and condos here every single week without ever setting foot in Florida. And that includes the closing on the property. It is super easy. Much easier than you thought if you know the right steps and have the right partners, and a few inside secrets that not most agents tell you. So make sure to watch until the end, because I'm going to show you exactly how to make your out-of-state home purchase seamless, stress-free, and even a little fun. So we start out with a discovery call, and this is where it really all starts. This is where every successful home purchase begins. Before we even look at properties, we want to start with a quick Zoom or phone call, and that's to get to know you. This isn't some scripted sales pitch. It's a real conversation where I want to learn things like, what are your goals? Are you looking for an investment property or just a primary residence or vacation home? Are you wanting a combination of both, which is actually pretty common here? What do your ideal properties look like, with the number of bedrooms, close to the beach, HOA or not? And most importantly, what kind of lifestyle do you want? Because here's the truth. In Destin, Miramar Beach, 30A, or even Freeport, it's not just about the home. It's about how you want to live when you get here. Each of these communities, although fairly close to each other, offer quite different lifestyles when it comes to location of restaurants, activities, shopping, community, and even events. Once we have that conversation, we want to sign you up on DestinPropertyExpert.com, get you set up with a custom property search, and even start sending you some hand-picked properties of homes and condos that match your vision. And that's very important. Every day, you'll get an automatic update with listings that are gonna match and fit your parameters so that you're always first in line when something good hits the market. What's up, everyone? It's Danny Wheels Margagliano with World Impact Real Estate, DestinPropertyExpert.com, and StayTimeVacations.com. My wife, Michelle, and I are local realtors here on the Emerald Coast of Florida, and we've been helping people just like you buy, sell, and invest in homes and condos all over the Panhandle, from Panama City Beach over to Destin, 30A, Freeport, and even Fort Walton Beach. If you're ready to invest or make the move down here, hit me up. Call, text, or email, and let's make it happen. So on to step 2, get pre-qualified with a local lender. And that's the important part. Once you know what you want, the next move is getting pre-qualified. And listen, this is a huge part, especially when you're buying remotely. Here's the thing. Not all lenders understand the Emerald Coast market. Condo financing here is very unique. Many buildings are considered non-warrantable, and that means that they don't meet the traditional Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac guidelines. A big national bank might say, sure, we'll lend in Florida, but when they see the non-warrantable condo on the paperwork, they'll slam the brakes, or even worse, they'll say they can do it. And then at the 13th hour, you get a call from them saying, well, I don't think we're gonna really make this happen. Sorry about it. That's why we work closely with trusted local lenders who know these properties inside and out. In many cases, they already know which condos can't qualify, and they have the insurance details, lending histories, and all that on file. It's a game changer, trust me. One of my clients from Atlanta, they found out this the hard way. Their bank pre-approved them until underwriting realized that it was a resort-style condo, and the deal fell apart. So we pivoted to one of my local lenders, and they closed in about 22 days. But listen, this is one of the good stories. I've had people insist using outside lenders, and they have gotten all the way up to the closing date, only to find out they couldn't get the financing. I can't control who you use for financing. I can only make recommendations. I also want to be clear with one more thing. that the out-of-state lenders, they can successfully close condo deals. They have done it. But in my opinion, why play with fire? When it comes to single-family homes, outside lenders usually can process and close loans here. But I still think it's best to go with a sure bet. So your pre-qualification letter typically going to be good for 90 days. And it tells sellers that you're serious and you're ready to move right when the home hits the market.
Hey guys, it's Danny Margagliano. As much as I love making these videos, there is one thing I love more, and that's helping families and people from all over the US make the move here to the Destin, 30A, and Panama City Beach area. I've helped countless families make the move, so whether you're coming out next week, next month, or even next year, don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is right here on the screen and linked in the description in case you missed the on-screen pop-up. I look forward to helping you and your family make the move to the Emerald Coast of Florida.
Step 3, we're going to talk about touring properties, even if you're thousands of miles away. So here comes the fun part, shopping. If you want to come down in person, well, great. But most of my out-of-state clients, we do virtual video showings. My wife, Michelle, and I will go to the property, record detailed walkthroughs, and point out everything, not just the pretty parts. Actually, we try to get really every point possible that is negative and find it out quickly for you. Because if you're buying remotely, we'd really prefer that you don't buy it all. Rather than buy a property, come down here for the first time and say, I didn't know that there was a crack in this column, or why don't you tell me that the neighbor's 2 houses down looks like from the set from Sanford & Son. We just want to make sure that we lay out everything possible for you, pick out every nook and cranny, and that's going to make you come down and be pleasantly surprised. You'll see the view, the layout, the finishes, and even hear the background noise from balconies or neighbors. Then I'll give you my honest take, what's great, what's not, and whether it's priced right. Sometimes we'll do live video tours, and other times we'll just send you pre-recorded clips with commentary so that you can watch at your home at your own time. You'll get a real sense of the home without ever having to jump onto a plane. I had a couple from North Carolina recently. They bought it this way. They couldn't fly down, so I toured 3 condos in Destin and Miramar Beach for them. They fell in love with the one that had the best Gulf views, and they made an offer that day. We were able to close remotely in under 45 days, and now they use it as a short-term rental property and spend a few weeks here every year. So once we do this, we're ready to make the offer. When you're ready to make a move, we'll jump into action really fast. The best homes in Destin and Miramar Beach and 30A, they really don't sit that long. Sometimes they're under contract in a matter of days, even in the slow markets. So we'll pull recent comps and we'll look at active competition. We'll decide what is a strong offer and what it looks like afterwards with actual backed up data, not emotion. And then I'll draft your offer using a standard Realtors contract, and you'll sign everything through DocuSign. If you're out of state, everything is handled digitally. This means no printing, no mailing, no scanning. And I'll make sure that your offer stands out, especially when we have multiple buyers circling. There's little things like timing, earnest money, and clean terms that make a huge difference. Let's move on to inspections and milestone reports. Once your offer is accepted, we'll move on to this inspection period, and this is where my local network really shines. We will coordinate with a local licensed home inspector who can perform detailed property inspections. If it's a condo, we'll make sure that the milestone inspection is completed, or if it's not needed, we don't worry. FYI, the milestone inspection is required for all condos 3 stories or higher and 25 years or older near the coast. That report ensures that the building's structural integrity can reveal costly issues before you buy. Even if you're purchasing as is, I always tell my clients, never skip the inspection. A $400 inspection can save you $40,000 later. Trust me, I've seen it happen. After we get through the inspections, we move on to title, escrow, and closing. Again, it's all done remotely. Are you starting to see the pattern here? Well, once we get through the inspections, the title company takes over some of the final details, making sure all the documents from the realtors and the lenders are all in place and that nothing's missing. I primarily work with a company called Escrow Services. They're one of the most respected local title companies here on the Emerald Coast. They check for permits, liens, and title issues and ensure that you're buying a clean property. Here's the best part. You don't have to come to Florida to close. Escrow can send a remote notary straight to your home or office or wherever you are in the US. They'll bring the documents, watch you sign, notarize everything, and FedEx it back. Then, boom, you are a Destin homeowner. Once I helped a buyer from Chicago close on a home in Miramar Beach entirely from their living room. I'm telling you, the remote notary came to their home, had them sign the documents, and took care of everything else for them. And it was a piece of cake. Now that we've closed, we go to the post-closing. Managing, renting, or moving. Now that you actually are a homeowner or a condo owner on the Emerald Coast, this is where we help you transition from a buyer to an owner. If you're moving here full time, we'll connect you with the right handymen, contractors, and even movers. If you're going to buy a vacation rental, Michelle and I can help with that too. We own and operate Staytime Vacations, our property management company. We manage homes and condos for investors, just like you, taking all of their bookings, getting their guests, taking care of maintenance, and everything else. We treat every property like it's our own because that's how it should be. And we give you a 360-degree view most agents don't have, from the buying to the management to the moving and getting acquainted with the community. So now that you know the process, you can buy a home in Destin from anywhere in the country without even missing a beat. All it takes is the right plan, the right team, and a little bit of trust. If you're ready to start, let's set up that discovery call. We'll talk about your goals, budget, timeline, and then build your personal custom property plan. From there, my team and I will guide you through every step, from searching to closing to moving, property management if you need it. Visit DestinPropertyExpert.com or call me directly. Let's turn that Emerald Coast dream into your next home or investment. If this video helped you understand how to buy remotely, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss a new video when it comes out. Drop me a comment below. Tell me where you're watching from or what part of the buying process has you most curious. And as always, thank you for watching. I'm Danny Wills Margagliano, and I'll see you on the beach.